We've gotten lots of kale, and does anybody know, why does your cauliflower turn purple? I have a couple plants in here, and I know we had rain last night, so the potatoes have fallen over on top of it. But why does your cauliflower turn purple? It's not the kind that I bought, because there's one back here that's a beautiful white. As you can see, it's white. So if anyone knows, please leave me a comment in the box below. And the other thing I'm growing this year is flower sprouts. But I don't see any sprouts on there. Let's see if we could get in there. Oh, maybe. No, that's a little droplet of water right there. So I thought they were supposed to come along the side. So I'll give them a little bit more time to grow, because I know I can always harvest the leaves kind of like a collard, because that's almost what it looks like. But I know they were for flower sprouts. So that was one of the other hybrids that I grow as well. I don't think I've shown the currant bed garden lately. So let's take a look over there. Keeping the weeds under control this year has been a little bit of a daunting task, but we still tried. And here's my new wind chime. I have to get some kind of holder for it, but I thought it was cute. Will you look at all these currants? Isn't that fabulous? And I have not even covered up the bushes this year. So we have our beds. There's carrots and dill in here. This is Jacob's Cattle. It'll be a dry bean. We have nice beans on there already. That I'm really happy about. This is broccoli. And once again, this does not look like a broccoli. This looks like a broccoli. So, and they were out of the same seed packet. It's supposed to be DeChico broccoli. So we have some lettuce under there that I didn't get to yesterday. Here is another bed that I planted. I know I do a fair amount of square foot gardening, but this year I decided to try rows because I wanted to see how it looked. And I have tried some new things. This is perpetual chard, and I'm excited about that one because no leaf miner. Here's some gorgeous kale. And who do we have here? I think this might be the rainbow radish. A watermelon radish. Watermelon radish. And at least that has not gone to seed. I'm trying salad burnet this year. And here's some lovely speckled lettuce that is just coming through. And in this bed, I did square foot gardening. And part of what is good about doing square foot gardening, if you are a new gardener, it lets you learn what your plants are supposed to look like. These are carrots. These are rhubarb chard because they have the red. And over here are Chioggia beets from Clarice at Clarice's French Gardening. And we have a couple volunteers of tomatoes. I have pulled a couple out. And I had no germination on double curled parsley right there. But this way, when you do either square foot gardening, or if you do gardening in rows, it lets you see how the plants are supposed to look, and you can figure out what's the weed and what is the vegetable. Gonna have a nice crop of black currants. I guess I'm gonna have to get to those this weekend. And if anyone can help me, I'm not sure if it's rust or not. What is going on here? Can you see these leaves? They're kind of bumpily. It seems to be just on this one. Oh, maybe it's that one too. If someone could let me know, because it looks like there's going to be a nice harvest on there. But if I need to do something, would someone please let me know? Otherwise, maybe it's the sun, because because it almost looks like sun scald. So leave me a comment in the box below. I'd appreciate the help as usual. And here is the regular garden bed. It's full. I wanted to point out this lettuce. This lettuce actually self-sowed itself and was there as a small plant in the spring. And it was a gorgeous head of lettuce that I decided to let go to seed. Since it went through this crazy weather, I thought it's gotta be good. Here is the celeriac. It is doing very well, and it seems like it's starting to head up. And there's one of my pepper plants, and I know I topped that one, but look at how scrawny it still looks. Even this one here. And I know they get enough sunlight. In the morning at this time of year, it is in the shade of the tree, but it gets sunlight throughout the rest of the day. So we have some onions in there. Those are Siberian tomatoes, and we have plenty of blossom and no fruit on these yet. So I'm hoping that the hot weather is not going to affect them too much. Some more kale. These are Anna Russian tomatoes. First year growing those, so I'm excited about that. Always like to try some new tomatoes. More kale, different kind. We have some celery. Look at the nasturtiums. They're doing very well finally. I love the bicolored leaves. And here's some of the chipmunks' self-sown sunflowers, as well as there in that bucket. And there. So we will have lots of self-sown chippy sunflowers. I have been through this whole section of the iris bed, dug through, and this is what I replanted in place. I have worked so hard on this, and I'm hoping that what's there will survive. There were no borer holes in these, so I'm fairly confident that they should do fine, but if they don't, they don't. The zinnias are coming through. There's some calendula. Here's how the squash is doing. Coming along rather nicely. Got a couple of blossoms on there, and it's growing nice and long. Here's some Jersey Devil tomatoes. I just came through and I trimmed the bottom of the plants, even though the top still looks rather bushy. Here are some Soldaki tomatoes. These we really enjoyed last year, and there we go. So we have nice fruit set on the bottom, and I am expecting to lose the blossoms in the upcoming heat, but that's okay. It's still early in the season, so that should be fine. And here is our last squash that we planted, and that also has flowers on it, so I'm pleased about that as well. Thank you for joining me today. I'm sorry this has turned out to be another long one. The borage, the bees just love that. That's why I let it self-sow in the garden, and as I need to, I just take it out. We still have a few apples on the apple tree. I don't know if we'll see it from this side. They're right there. So thank you for joining me this morning for a little walk around the garden. I hope that if you're going to be enduring the heat in the next couple days, that you keep yourself inside if you can in the air conditioning. If not, be sure to stay out of the direct sun. Close those curtains and shades, blinds in your house to keep that heat out, and be sure to drink lots of water. So have a great day. Thanks for joining me. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the garden tour today. Happy gardening.